are starting out with our final drawing, and I knew I wanted her to be a woodland fairy. And in order for it to be the right setting and the right lighting, I had to look for a photograph online that matched up with that. So that took a while, a little bit of research. It took a while, but I found the perfect picture, or at least I thought it was a perfect picture. You're going to see that our light source is coming. I knew I wanted the light source to come from the upper left-hand corner, and you're going to be able to see in the photograph, it does do that. Now, I don't want to just use someone's photograph. I only used a part of it, just a part of the photograph, and I fuzzed it out so you can't, it doesn't look like the original photograph. So I'm going to show you what I have here. This is my background. And you can see part of it right here. This is like my midground. I took part of it and isolated it, and I did not do the blur on it quite as much as I did the rest of the piece. And if you're gonna blur a piece, I'm gonna show you how to do that. We are on that layer. And when I inserted it, it wasn't blurred out at all. Of course, it was absolutely crisp and clear, but I only wanted the colors and shapes. That's all I wanted from this piece. I just wanted to give her the feel that she's in the forest, because the forest is not the focus, she's the focus. So if you come up here to what I like to call the little magic wand, and you come, there are all kinds of blurs, but we're going to use this first one right here. And you just slide your finger along, and you can see how it gets more blurry, less blurry. You can control that blur. This is what felt good to me, so I just kind of kept it at this. So that's our background. And then on top of that, I have something called base color. And we have our drawing at the very, very top. That's important. That's where we want that drawing right now. We want to be able to see it. Later on in the piece, you're going to see the drawing kind of disappears because I keep turning down the opacity of the drawing because it gets in the way. Once you start to lay in the colors, your final goal is to get rid of the drawing. So it will get in the way once you start laying down the colors, trust me. But I wanted to lay in a base color, and I'm going to show you the color palette I chose. So this is my base color. This was, I think, about Forest Things, and it's kind of a local color in here. You can kind of see it up here in the trees. So I pulled that out, and I made that my base color, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. Then I have kind of a skin color. I have some colors for just to give her some highlights and some depth and some shadows. And then I have kind of a medium shadow color, and again, all shadows and highlights. This is some of our deeper or darkest shadows. And you're gonna see as we go along the color of her hair. I'm really gonna lean on this to get some of the depth in her hair. So first thing I did, whoops, sorry about that. First thing I did was come to this local color right here, our very first color. This is our base color. And I'm gonna lock this. Every time you do something, lock a layer. Otherwise, you'll be like me and color on the wrong layer for 30 minutes before you realize. So I'm coming to the base color. We'll turn this on, and you can see that I have filled her entirely in with that color. And the brush that I'm using is just like a soft round brush. You have, I don't know why I keep doing that. You have in your brushes, you can find this in like the airbrush. These are some brushes. I like Aaron Blaze, and so these are some of the brushes that he had that I bought right off of creatureartteacher.com. He has those on there, but you have like hard and soft brushes right here in your brushes. If you are using the Procreate, I use Procreate on iPad. But I've filled this completely in. And then I'm wanting to put shadows and color on top. And I want to put it right on this base color. But I don't want to color on my outside the lines where I'm coloring on the background. So this is something that I use, and it's extremely helpful. If you will tap on here, and if you are using Photoshop or some other drawing app, I'm sure you have it on there as well. It's called an alpha lock. So I hit alpha lock. And what alpha lock will do, this is my skin color. I'm going to come in here and let's make sure I actually have, I have a hard brush. Okay. I'm going to come here and I'm going to color. And I can color on here, and notice I'm coloring all over the place. I'm not coloring outside of her lines. Now I can color all the way over here. I don't want the color there, but I can color right inside. And if I want to change I used this color for her hair, starting out with her hair. I can color just all over the place with this up here, and it doesn't go outside the line. What Alpha Lock does, it allows you to color on top of the pixels that are on your piece. And if there aren't any colored pixels already there, it's not going to color there. So I don't have any colored pixels outside of this. So it's only going to allow me to color on my colored pixels already. Now, when you're coloring it with that base color, my original base color, I do have to take my time and kind of clean up around the edges. But once I do that and I put on the Alpha Lock, I don't have to worry about that anymore.